Good morning, everybody. I sure hope your week is off to a great start already. This past weekend was just awesome. Being able to enjoy some time for Thanksgiving, to be with family and friends, get some good food and just relax and rest up was just awesome. And then to cap off a great weekend by coming together with my spiritual family for worship was just made it a really awesome weekend. And so I hope that you were just as encouraged as I was in lifting up our praises together. We talked in our message yesterday about 1 Samuel Chapter 17, that great battle between David and Goliath. And I won't get into all the details of the story, but basically Goliath is there to represent the Philistines. He's calling out for a champion. No one will go. David, the shepherd boy, comes, and reluctantly Saul allows him to go because David says, hey, the God who saved me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear is going to deliver this Philistine into my hands. And of course, he goes down into the valley, picks up 5 smooth stones by a little brook that's running down at the base of the valley, goes and greets Goliath, and you know the story. He takes a stone and puts it in his sling, and he slings it and sinks it into his forehead. He ends up cutting off Goliath's head. All the Philistines flee, and the Israelites have won the battle. What an awesome story it is, and from a metaphorical sense, it's like the greatest demonstration of faith and trust in God to help us defeat our enemies. And no matter what that great enemy may be, God is greater than that enemy. And so when we look at it now in the New Testament terms and thinking about the kingdom and us being, members of Christ's body, and thinking about how that applies to us, the reality is our greatest foe is the devil. And we have every single thing that we need to be equipped to handle the fight that we face against the devil. In fact, Ephesians Chapter 6, verse 10 is where our action item comes from this week. In verses 10 through 20, it says, finally, brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. And when you think about what that means, we do the certain things that are listed in this passage, and it helps us to build our ability to fight off the devil and his temptations. So it says, put on the helmet of salvation, and it says put on the breastplate of righteousness and the belt of truth, and our feet shod with preparation of the gospel. It says to have with us in our possession the shield of faith, where we'll be able to quench all the fiery darts of the evil one, and then take with us the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. And so based on our knowledge of God, our faith as we trust in Him, ready to speak on His behalf, living a righteous life, reveling in the fact that we have salvation in Jesus, gives us such a powerful defense against the devil. And you couple that with prayer, the end result is that we feel confident in speaking boldly for God. And that's the greatest way to defeat the devil, is to reach out to other people and let people know of the saving grace of Christ, the blood that was shed for them on Calvary. And so what an awesome thing for us to think about and to equip ourselves. So here's the challenge. Armor up. Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 20. Read it every day this week and find your confidence in speaking boldly for God this week. Hope you have a great one. We love you. We can't wait to see you again on Sunday. Just have a great week.